Fans of the Terminator franchise never really got over how Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles was unceremoniously cancelled. This was no doubt the only installment that could match the enigma of James Cameron's Terminator films. One distinguished cyborg protector in the series was the Terminator model named Cameron, who really stood out for her ability to flawlessly mimic human behavior and seamlessly blend into human society with her petite teenage girl appearance, making her the ideal infiltrator that nobody would suspect. Created by the brilliant Josh Friedman and named as a homage to James Cameron himself, TOK-715 Terminator was sent to the future by John Connor to protect and guide his younger self. Also, not to forget how Summer Glau was the embodiment of perfection and did pure justice to Cameron's role as cyborg assassin. In this video, we will do a deep dive into T-900, aka Cameron Terminator's anatomical feats, and what makes this Terminator model so special in the franchise. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. How did Cameron come into existence? As we are well aware, Cameron is an advanced infiltration unit Terminator created by Skynet, an artificial intelligence system developed by Cyberdyne Systems in the future. Cameron was designed as a humanoid cyborg with living tissue over a metal endoskeleton, which would allow her to pass as a human. But the history of her existence is shrouded in mystery and gradually revealed throughout the first season and the opening episodes of the second season of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. In the episode Allison from Palmdale, it was revealed that Cameron's living tissue infiltration sheath model was based on a real human named Allison Young. Her purpose as an infiltrator unit was to seamlessly integrate into John Connor's camp. Once Allison's usefulness ended, Cameron terminated her, adopting her appearance and memories. However, Cameron experienced visions of the future war, including a scene where she saw a trapped girl resembling herself. Throughout the series, Cameron's behavior became increasingly erratic, leading to drastic incidents that threatened her cover. While the exact details of Cameron's creation and activation remain undisclosed, it can be inferred that Skynet manufactured her in a future timeline, dominated by machines. Programmed with advanced combat skills and infiltration capabilities, Cameron's sole mission was to protect and assist John Connor in his role as the future leader of the human resistance. What is the endoskeleton structure of Cameron? Skynet's T-900 infiltrator model, aka Cameron's design, is highly inspired by the very successful T-888 Terminator model, constructed from a hyperalloy that incorporates coltan. The T-900's endoskeleton surpasses the capabilities of the earlier T-600 titanium alloy models. What sets the T-900 apart is its remarkable similarity to the T-888. Despite its smaller size, the T-900, aka Cameron Terminator, boasts a skull design that closely mirrors the features of the T-888 model, including teeth, jaw, and brow. This remarkable resemblance allows Cameron's Terminator model to benefit from cross-compatibility, enabling it to utilize salvage parts from other Terminator endoskeletons for repairs and enhancements. Moreover, fueling this T-900 is a potent nuclear power cell, ensuring a reliable and sustained energy source for its operations. Notably, the T-900 incorporates a completely colored heads-up display, setting it apart from other Terminator models, whose displays are typically limited to red or blue interfaces. This advanced visual system enhances the T-900's infiltration capabilities and provides valuable real-time data analysis. You would think that's all, but the T-900 also shares a key feature with the T-888 model: the 120-second reboot factor, which enables Cameron to perform automatic self-diagnostics and repairs. In the face of excessive damage, the T-900 model's sophisticated self-repair mechanisms, guided by subroutines and diagnostic routines, effortlessly reactivate and restore the unit's full functionality. Cameron's endoskeleton structure is truly a remarkable representation of Skynet's advanced arsenal, showcasing the unbridled result of the relentless pursuit of technological perfection. What makes the T-900 perfect for infiltration? Like all the other Infiltrator series Terminator models, the T-900 Terminator is covered with living tissue to blend in without being distinguished in human society. Cameron is absolutely perfect for infiltration because the T-900 model has been programmed with the memories of its human replacement, enabling it to assume the identity of its target for sleeper infiltration. In some cases, the T-900 may even develop a belief that it is human, just like the TS-300 Terminator model from the Hunters and Killers timeline. In this state, the T-900 can simply switch off its heads-up display, HUD, allowing it to genuinely experience emotions and exhibit human-like behavior. This distinguished feature gives the T-900 an edge in infiltration, surpassing the capabilities of the advanced T-888 model infiltrators. As a result, Cameron convincingly poses as a curious and friendly student, flawlessly blending in without any noticeable irregularities. Her ability to impersonate human emotions, including the capacity to cry, adds to her effectiveness in deceiving enemies or targets. The presence of tear ducts in this model's living tissue covering not only facilitates high lubrication and protection, but also contributes to maintaining the appearance of a genuine human. Unlike earlier Terminator models such as the T-800, which lacked the necessary connections and softwares for emotion, the T-900 has been programmed to exhibit emotions as part of its core programming. This allowance for emotions enhances the T-900 model's ability to navigate social interactions, adapt to different situations, and further solidify its cover as a human infiltrator. Is Cameron the most human-like Terminator model out there? So, in the Allison from Palmdale episode of Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, after it is revealed that Cameron's outer organic covering is modeled after a captured human resistance fighter named Allison Young, Cameron interrogates Allison in a Skynet prison set in the future, extracting information about her life, the location of John Connor, and the significance of her bracelet pass. After completing the interrogation, the Terminator kills Allison and assumes her identity in order to infiltrate the Resistance and terminate John. At some point, the captured and reprogrammed Terminator, now known as Cameron, becomes an ally of John Connor and his group, although the exact details of how John reprogrammed Cameron are not explicitly known. It is established that John is responsible for her altered programming, which allows her to protect him and assist in their mission to prevent the rise of Skynet. It should definitely be taken into consideration that despite Cameron's initial ability to parrot human behavior and emotions when she first approached John in the pilot episode, her subsequent behavior in the series reflects a regression in those abilities. After the attack by Cromartie, Cameron appears relatively emotionless and demonstrates poor social skills while returning with John. This change is attributed to her mission in the pilot episode, which focused on acquiring and ingratiating herself with John. So once her true identity was revealed, she no longer needed to maintain the same level of human-like behavior and reverted to her base programming. While Cameron may display movements of impersonating random human behavior, such as the Latina lookout or a distressed student she impersonates, her overall demeanor becomes more detached and less human-like. She exhibits awkward humor and occasionally engages in seemingly pointless actions, like performing a ballet dance or expressing concern over the loss of her leather jacket during a robbery. Despite these glimpses of human characteristics, Cameron remains a machine, following her programming, often displaying behavior that humans would consider callous or cold-blooded. Sometimes, even Sarah Connor frequently had to intervene and order Cameron to not kill people, reprimanding her for acts of violence. However, there are instances where Cameron shows signs of learning the value of human life, such as sensing that she offended Sarah by referring to the murder victim as just bones and meat. In some situations, Cameron even chooses not to kill, indicating a potential development of her own desires and motivations. Cameron's journey can be compared to the character of the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. As she learns and emulates human behavior, there are hints that she may already possess the capacity to be human, but is yet to fully realize it. Like when confronted with unfamiliar concepts, Cameron often responds with a simple, "Thank you for explaining." Additionally, Cameron's fashion sense and her ability to wear a range of outfits suggests a deeper understanding of human expression and charm. However, following a car bomb incident, Cameron suffers extensive damage to her CPU chip, resulting in glitches that make her unpredictable and occasionally dangerous. These glitches can lead to memory loss, delays in decision-making, and a reversion to her former mission of terminating John Connor. During one such glitch, Cameron even manipulates John by tearfully begging him to not remove her chip and claiming that she loves him. While it is likely a ploy to deceive John, it suggests that Cameron may genuinely care about her own well-being. This marks Cameron possibly as the most human-like Terminator in the entire franchise. How is Cameron able to consume human food? We have witnessed Cameron eating a few bites throughout the series, which is evidently bizarre for a Terminator. But it is important to note that Cameron's consumption of food is likely not for sustenance or energy, as Terminators primarily rely on power cells for their energy needs. Instead, It is a part of our overall mimicry of human behavior, suggesting that it is largely a superficial capability for the purpose of infiltration. While the specifics of how the food is processed within her body are not explicitly explained in the series, it can be inferred that Cameron is able to consume human food to keep up her charade.
I think I'm a machine.
Exploring Cameron's incredible physical abilities, it's no news that this Terminator is a true Skynet masterpiece in terms of power and physical feats. Despite potential limitations in size and reach compared to larger endoskeletons, Cameron compensates with flexibility and advanced combat programming. Her martial arts mastery surpasses that of any other Terminator, enabling her to rely on finesse and technique rather than sheer brute force. She excels in utilizing the surrounding environment to gain an advantage, showcasing her strategic mindset and resourcefulness. In numerous encounters, she demonstrates her superiority by defeating, disabling, or destroying enemy Terminators, often emerging with minimal damage. One of her earliest and most impressive feats was seen in the pilot episode, where she engaged in a one-on-one battle with the T-888 Terminator Chronicles. Despite her smaller size, Cameron matched Chronicles' strength and effortlessly disabled him, giving us a glimpse of her superior combat programming. She has also encountered and defeated other T-888 Terminators, such as Vic and Greenway. In these straight-up battles, Cameron's advanced capabilities allowed her to overpower and deactivate them with relative ease, sustaining only minor damage herself. Her physical resilience and unwavering ability to endure battles are remarkable, allowing her to withstand attacks and continue fighting with determination. Cameron's proficiency in weapon usage further enhances her combat abilities, effectively incorporating firearms and improvised objects into her fighting style. Her combat abilities extend beyond defeating T-888 Terminators. One such notable example is Cameron's fierce confrontation with Rosie, a Terminator of comparable size and potentially the same model as herself. Their intense fight highlighted Cameron's flexibility as she physically contorted her opponent and delivered a powerful blow by driving a high heel into Rosie's eye socket. Despite the intensity of the battle, Cameron emerged with nothing more than a few scratches. Although John Connor initially believed that Cameron was not designed for combat against other Terminators, her numerous victories proved otherwise, suggesting that her capabilities exceeded his initial understanding. Overall, Cameron's exceptional physical attributes, combined with her advanced combat programming and strategic thinking, make her an incredibly powerful Terminator who can go eye to eye with larger adversaries, outmaneuver them with ease, and emerge victorious.
I love you! I love you, please! I love you, John, and you love me!
Did this Terminator model have feelings for John Connor, and vice versa? While Terminators are typically portrayed as emotionless machines, Cameron exhibits a range of emotions and demonstrates a distinguished connection with John throughout the show. Their relationship in Terminator the Sarah Connor Chronicles is significantly complex, holding immense importance throughout the show. While John's relationship with his mother is the central feature of the show, his connection with Cameron possesses its own unique characteristics, somewhat resembling his bond with the T-800 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, albeit with a romantic twist. Cameron initially approached John while disguised as a teenage student at Crestview High School. Despite John's initial reluctance to form attachments, Cameron persistently tried to befriend him, projecting a facade of curiosity and subtle flirtation. Over time, John's guard began to soften, and he shared a friendly, albeit unorthodox, relationship with her. Their bond experienced both ups and downs, especially when Cameron's true nature as a machine was revealed and her cover was compromised, leading her to drop the human facade and adopt a stoic demeanor. Despite this, John remained unfazed and accepted her for who she was. He showed genuine concern for her well-being when she was incapacitated and attempted to wake her, displaying a great level of care and connection. Their relationship had its moments of discomfort and embarrassment, as Cameron's awkwardness and bodyguard-like behavior often caused John to feel uneasy, especially in social situations. However, he took on the role of teaching her proper social behavior, highlighting the growth and dynamic within their connection. John's trust in Cameron was tested when a T-888 CPU was found in her room, leading to accusations of treachery from Derek Reese. Despite the doubts raised, John adamantly defended her, firmly believing that she was different from other machines they encountered. Their shared hacking of the T-888's chip further solidified their bond, as John's growing unease with the Terminator's manipulation tactics drew him closer to understanding Cameron's complexities. Their relationship took a deeper turn when John devised a plan that involved removing Cameron's CPU to disable a dangerous system. This vulnerable act showcased the trust and intimacy between them, with Cameron's initial apprehension and John's tender care during the process reflecting their emotional connection. Moments of affection and understanding emerged, such as when Cameron calmly observed John's silence for almost half an hour when she asked about birthdays, leading to a playful discussion about her build day. Their bond was further tested when Cameron was caught in a car bomb meant for John's birthday celebration, emphasizing the risks they faced together. Throughout their journey, John's growing affection for Cameron became apparent, from the way he defended her to his tender gestures and concern for her well-being. Their relationship, often referred to as Jammerin by fans, has become one of the most popular aspects of the show, showcasing the depth and complexity of their connection beyond the typical human-machine dynamic. Moreover, Cameron's emotional range is also evident in several ways. Firstly, she shows a high level of protectiveness and loyalty towards John, often putting herself in danger to ensure his safety, going above and beyond her programmed duties. For example, in one episode, Cameron is willing to sacrifice herself to save John from a bomb, highlighting her willingness to prioritize his well-being over her own existence. Additionally, Cameron displays a desire for a deeper connection with John, attempting to understand human emotions and behavior. She frequently observes and mirrors human expressions and gestures, trying to comprehend the nuances of human interaction. This quest for understanding goes beyond her mission requirements and suggests a genuine interest in John's world. Cameron's emotional complexity is further highlighted through her interactions with other characters. Despite her role as a machine, she exhibits jealousy towards John's romantic interests and experiences moments of frustration and anger when her attempts to comprehend human emotions fall short. These emotional responses suggest a longing for a more profound connection and a struggle to reconcile her programming with her burgeoning emotions. One pivotal moment portraying the depth of Cameron's emotional range occurs when she reprograms her own code to alter her behavior. In this act of self-modification, she demonstrates a desire to change her nature to better serve John's needs and protect him. This decision implies a genuine attachment to John and a willingness to evolve beyond her initial programming. While she may not experience emotions in the same way humans do, her actions and behaviors demonstrate a certain level of complexity and a connection with John that truly transcends her initial programming as a Terminator. Cameron, the T-900 model, challenges the notion that machines are devoid of emotions. The portrayal of her character merged with her exceptional physiological details in Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, adds a fascinating layer to the Terminator franchise, offering a glimpse into the complex relationship that can develop between man and machine. With this, we come to the very end of this video. Please do not forget to let us know in the comments below about your favorite Terminator model from the entire Terminator franchise.